everybody. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Jonathan, Chloe's dad. And I've got the pleasure of making the first speech and being a warm-up act for Paul. I've got to admit I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. Not because I'm making a speech, but because I've been married for 12 years and I'm not used to speaking for longer than 30 seconds without getting interrupted.
That's not what you're talking about.
Firstly, on behalf of Dawn and myself and Paul's parents, Dawn and Pete, I'd like to welcome you all and thank you for coming to celebrate Chloe and Paul's big day. I'd also like to thank everyone who's helped in the lead up to this, and in whatever way you've helped, big or small, you've played a small part today and made the day possible. And you've all got to admit that Chloe and Paul have done an amazing job through putting all this together on a very limited budget with a lot of imagination and plenty of guts and hard work. So well done to you both. You've done really, really well. Having said that, can everybody be quite careful with the table decorations, because Paul's taking them back to Poundland on Monday for a reset. It's traditional at this point for me to share some stories about the bride. But don't worry, Chloe, I promise I won't embarrass you. It's just that your mum and I will go from table to table sharing as many embarrassing stories as we can remember later. I'd like to say, though, that I was very proud today giving you away. You look beautiful in your dress. And when I met your mum 16 years ago, and you were still a teenager, I could only have dreamt that I would have the honour of giving you away. I knew from the start that you had a big heart, and you still do. Over the years, you progressed from calling me Jonathan to Johnny. Thanks for that, Sarah, wherever you are. And then Dad. And the bond we've had has become stronger, and I'm very proud to call you my daughter. Very proud indeed. For me, the key to being a dad, or a mum for that matter, is giving love, advice and support, encouraging you in everything you do, believing in you when nobody else does, and most importantly, being there for you whenever you need me, and never letting you down. That's what my dad did for me, and it's what I'll always do for you. Chloe, everyone who knows you will agree that you're kind, caring, fun-loving, and a brilliant mum to Freya, May, Lucas and Hugo. And so today seems the perfect occasion in front of family, friends, and your mum and I to say how much we love you, and that we're very proud of you, and we couldn't wish for a better daughter. And now we come to Paul. Don't look so worried, mate. I'll be gentle with you.
You'll lie today.
Most parents of the bride would be worried about the groom would turn up drunk. But with Paul, we were worried he might go looking at motorbikes instead. As you know, Paul is a very keen biker. In fact, Chloe's always telling Dawn how Paul never lets up asking her to ride with him. Ride with him. Ride with him. On a more serious note, it's normal at this point to welcome the new son-in-law to the family, but Paul has been in our lives so long, so very, very long, that we already see him as part of the family. It's no secret that we've never really cared for any of Chloe's previous boyfriends. But Paul, we liked you from the moment we first met you. What's it in?
Did you Google that?
It was obvious you adored Chloe, and to be honest, we were a bit relieved that she'd finally met someone fairly normal. Remember though, Paul, if you ever need our help or support, we're always there for you as well as Chloe. Everyone can see how much you love Chloe, Freya, May, Lucas and Hugo. You work hard to provide for your family, and you're a great dad. You also have a cracking sense of humour. And as we have witnessed today, you have a caring and sensitive side too. I know that for you, meeting Chloe made your life more complete. Freya, May, Lucas and Hugo added to that, and saying your vows today will hopefully be the final part of the jigsaw. I was disappointed about one thing though, mate. As smart as you looked in your tales, I had hoped that you might wear a kilt.
I did ask for that, but she wouldn't let me.
Well, that's interesting you should say that, because since Chloe wears the trousers most of the time, I can understand why you might want to wear some today. I know Chloe will mould you into the perfect husband, but I'm sure you're a modern man and like the idea of equality as much as I do. So remember that doing some housework won't kill you, but why take the chance? True love isn't about looking at life through rose-tinted glasses and being perfect. It's about accepting that we all have faults and loving someone for who they are, not who you want them to be. So always be positive and remember that you fell in love with each other because of the things you liked, not the things you disliked. Neither of you will ever be perfect, but you can be a perfect match for each other. A successful marriage is not about finding a person you can live with, but finding a person that you can't live without. And I know you found that with each other. Now, I'm no expert on marriage, but I would like to share one bit of advice. If you've fallen out, never go to bed angry. Be like your mum and I and stay up all night and fight. Whilst you have each other, don't forget that you'll always have the support of your family and friends. You don't get rid of us that easily. Well, you've suffered me long enough. I'll sit down and let Paul have a go. And as you can see, he's like a coiled spring, ready for action. Before I do, I'd like to propose a toast. Here's to the past for all that you've learned. It's all right, mate, I'm here again. Here's to the present for all that you share.
Sorry.
You're all right. Here's to the future for all that you look forward to together. Can you please stand and raise your glasses and join me in a toast to the bride and groom? Bride and groom. Bride and groom. Please be seated. Right, Paul, you're on.